Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade proposal would move Dalton Knecht and more for 21-point scorer. The Los Angeles Lakers enter the season with essentially the same team they had last year, a roster that was knocked out in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Outside of the additions of Dalton Knecht and Bronny James in the NBA draft, the Lakers didn't make any notable additions. However, with an opportunity to do so before the season starts in October, the Lakers still have time to make a trade or sign free agents. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report proposed a deal for Jerami Grant of the Portland Trail Blazers. The deal would move Knecht and more. Lakers would receive, Grant. Trailblazers would receive, Knecht, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, 2029 first-round pick. This move adds another high-end starter to the Lakers' first unit, as Grant would represent a huge upgrade over Hachimura, the current projected starter at the 3, Hughes wrote in a September 4 story on 5 trades to shake up NBA starting lineups. Grant is a better defender, has averaged over 20.0 points per game in 3 of the past 4 years, and would provide desperately needed spacing. Hachimura shot a career-best 42.2% from deep last year, but he's never been a high-volume gunner, Hughes wrote. Grant was above the 40% mark on threes in 2022-23 and 2023-24. More importantly, he's averaged at least 7.4 three-point attempts per 100 possessions since 2020-21. Hachimura is at 4.7 for his career. The Blazers would want the Lakers' first-round picks in 2029 and 2031 in a trade for Grant, according to Sean Highkin of the Rose Garden Report. However, Anthony Irwin of Lakers Daily reported that the Lakers haven't wanted to meet the asking price for Grant. Portland, according to those close to the situation, is demanding 2 first-round picks for Grant, Irwin wrote on July 3. League sources cite his contract and potential reluctance to take on a lesser role on a winning team as concerns for why the Lakers and other teams haven't wanted to meet that price. While Hughes' trade proposal wouldn't move 2 first-round picks, the Lakers would send Knecht, whom they drafted in the first round of the 2024 NBA draft. As the Lakers head into the 2024-25 season, LeBron James' performance during the Olympics made it clear that he could still do enough to help a team win a championship. What does the number 44 foot on Lakers jerseys stand for? The Los Angeles Lakers will pay tribute to a legend during the 2024-25 season, honoring him with a number on their jerseys all season. The Lakers have had as many superstars as any NBA franchise throughout their history, but perhaps none as impactful as the man they will honor. What follows is a look at why the number 44 will be on LA's jerseys this season. The number 44 on the Lakers jerseys honors the great Jerry West. West, who died at the age of 86 in June, spent much of his NBA life as part of the Lakers franchise. The man whose likeness became the NBA's logo was a dominant player, then a coach and executive for the Lakers over several decades. While he finished his NBA tenure working for other franchises, he will always be linked to what he did in LA. He wore number 44 as a player. The then Minneapolis Lakers drafted West with the number 2 pick in the 1960 NBA draft after he was a 2-time All-American at West Virginia. He went on to become one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. West was a 14-time All-Star, was named first-team All-NBA 10 times, and second-team twice. He led the Lakers to an NBA title in 1972 but also won NBA Finals MVP in 1969, despite his team losing to the Boston Celtics in 7 games. He spent all 14 of his professional seasons with the Lakers. After his career ended, West became the head coach of the Lakers in 1976, and he spent the next 3 years leading the franchise. After his coaching stint ended, he worked as a scout before taking over as the team's general manager before the 1982-83 season. While in the position, he constructed the Lakers' Showtime dynasty that won 5 championships in the 1980s. After some struggles in the early 1990s, West rebuilt the Lakers into greatness again by signing Shaquille O'Neal as a free agent, engineering a trade for the draft rights to Kobe Bryant and convincing Phil Jackson to sign up as the team's new head coach in 1999. That group won 3 consecutive titles, 2000, 2001, and 2002. In 2002, West left the Lakers to become general manager of the Memphis Grizzlies. He claimed he wanted a new challenge, and he helped take his new franchise from a perennial doormat to a competitive franchise. He won NBA Executive of the Year in 2004 in recognition of his work, then retired in 2007. West joined the Golden State Warriors as a board member in 2011, and he assisted in building yet another juggernaut. When the Warriors won their first championship in 40 years during the 2014-2015 season, then again for 2016-17 season, they were the 7th and 8th titles won by teams with West as an executive. In June of 2017, West joined the Los Angeles Clippers as a board member, and he finished out his career working several years with the franchise. Lakers land Jerami Grant without giving up first-round draft picks in mock trade idea. The Los Angeles Lakers aren't entering the 2024-25 NBA season with a marquee offseason addition, with rookie Dalton Knecht arguably the only rotational player they added this summer. The franchise will want to make a push for a championship with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, despite not showing that desire in how they approached their roster building this offseason. Nonetheless, a late summer trade could still salvage their offseason. The Portland Trail Blazers are in full rebuild mode with an exciting young core of players, alongside a veteran wing presence like Jerami Grant. Given the length and price of Grant's long-term contract, which expires in 2028, the Blazers might be incentivized to let him go for a cheap price providing it doesn't tie up long-term cap space. The Lakers could have the perfect offer to get Grant and his expensive contract out of Portland. Los Angeles Lakers receive Jerami Grant. Portland Trail Blazers receive Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jalen Hood-Schifino, 2025 second-round pick, LAC. The Lakers add a 3-and-D scorer who can contribute as a 20-point scorer whenever required alongside his strong all-around defensive game. While they sacrifice 2 guards and a well-fitting Rui Hachimura, they need to make a deal like this to have a chance at being competitive next season. The Blazers get interesting players and a second-round pick which could land in the 30s given the uncertainties around the Clippers. The LeBron James era has seen the Lakers splash for a superstar center like Anthony Davis and a supposed superstar point guard like Russell Westbrook. Given James' excellence as a forward, the team hasn't looked to reinforce that aspect of the team outside of role players in the last 6 years. LeBron's physical decline is unignorable, meaning it might be time to add someone like Grant on the wing to allow LeBron's focus to be on ball handling and creation. Grant averaged 21.0 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists last season, greatly developing his offensive arsenal over the last few seasons. He's a competent 3-level scorer who can play aggressive defense when required. He hasn't been on a playoff team since 2020, so the Lakers will be taking a bet that Grant can overcome some of the bad habits in his shot selection which have been ingrained over years with the Pistons and Trail Blazers. The Lakers lose rotational depth and an interesting young point guard like Hood-Schifino, but this would be a worth-it trade for the Lakers. Grant adds something on both ends of the court for the franchise, with most of the outgoing depth replaceable in many ways. His contract should make his price fall to a point where a first-round pick isn't required, especially with Hood-Schifino and Hachimura involved. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jerami Grant? Leave your opinion in the comments.